Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning. It is a snowy day today here in Wisconsin. I have a stash of meat with bones. And here and there, I like to go ahead and surprise our dogs. They are outside dogs. And wherever they see me, they know Mama is bringing some treat. This is my happy place. Seeing them how happy they are brings me joy because they do work. A lot of you ask, why do you have dogs? We have a small farm and our dogs do work. They protect our chickens, our ducks, and our summer lambs. And every time someone comes on the farm, they do let me know someone is here. And also, not only the dogs who get treats, the chickens and the ducks. We have some old bread, and I am sharing that with them. Chickens who will eat anything. That's one thing that I love about chickens. They will clean everything. We were saying to ourselves that we are in spring season. Not really. It has been snowing the last couple of days. Snow or no snow, you still have to do the morning chores. Feed the animals and collect eggs. This coop we have chickens and ducks together. So let's get some more eggs. Full of snow, hard to lift. You just don't know who you're gonna meet. I did not expect her. She just likes to fly out of there. And when it snows, as you can see, all the snow is on this cover and it is heavy to lift. But alhamdulillah, Allah is with me always. Has been, is, and will be, and helped me. So now I am inside, showered up and ready after the morning routine. Last video, I shared how to start your sourdough starter. And I have that discard. As you can see, we need to put to use. And the sourdough starter too. This is making me happy, you all. Those little things that brings me joy. And we have the sourdough starter because I already had one and I made that one for you guys to start your own. So today I need to put to use. And that looks great. So let's make some waffles. And I want to go ahead and make some bagels. And let's see today's video. Let's talk about a little bit about how we can save money for our families, especially as homemakers. As women, we are powerful, and I always say that, you all. Right now, I'm using the discard that I have been collecting from the new starter that I made for you guys, the video before this one. And I'm thinking about making waffles, and I do have a waffle machine that I bought it from secondhand store, and I bought another one for $6.99. So I'm melting some butter and adding a little bit of honey, raw honey, to my eggs. That's one thing that's nice about collecting fresh eggs in the morning. Some vanilla, baking powder, baking soda. Mix all of that together. Melted butter, mix it up, and add some flour. Usually my waffles, I will even add some coconut milk or milk. Some salt goes there. And I decided today to go ahead and add some bone broth. As you can see, it's so gelatin. It's like a natural jello. It looks like that. And I'm just going to mix it in there. That's what I do as a homemaker. I'm always improving and adding into delicious goodness into my family's diet. So this waffle machine needs a little bit of butter or oil. So the butter that I melted earlier and added into my batter, that's what I just dripped it in there, wipe it, and go ahead and let's try this machine. I just picked it up, $6.99, and I'm sure it's over $30. So that's one of the ways that I save money for my family. When I can go to the secondhand store and clean it and reuse it, and my family benefits it, that way I saved more than $20. This other one is broken on the top, but I still keep it as long as I remember using towel. And on right after I cook and clean, I make sure my cast iron skillets are clean and put some little bit of oil and keep it ready for next use. So I seem to be happy with this $6.99 waffle machine. That looks great. This one, as you can see, it's broken on the top, but I use towel and it still does the job. Why throw it? This looks beautiful, you all. And it's only few ingredients that I put it in there. And it's not only high protein from the eggs, but also the bone broth, homemade bone broth. Someone recently asked me, one of you sweet dear subscriber said, one time I added my bone broth with my into our smoothies, and my family honestly cannot even tell. They just drink it. They don't know I put smoothies. I put bone broth into our smoothies. And no, if you make your own bone broth, you don't have to add spices and things like that. Then it's light flavored. Then you can add it into your sweet batter, like if you're making waffles and smoothies. Right here I have a dough that I let it ferment and rise, and I want to go ahead and also make bagels with that. So these are one of the ways that I save money for my family. Making our own waffles, I can definitely buy from the store, but it has a lot of preservatives, a lot of things that I don't even know what they are. The names, when I look it up, it's like long thing that will affect our bodies. So this is simple. While I make my waffles, I will go ahead and shape my bagels. One of the children said to me, "I love your bagels, Mom, but can you make them a little bit bigger because you make it so tiny?" So today, let's focus on that. Make large bagels. So I shape them just my regular simple dough, simple recipe dough I use, and then I let it sit right there on top of the stove and let it rise while I'm running around and making my waffles, homemade waffles. They are sourdough homemade waffles and also sourdough bagels, homemade. So This day, I am not planning to make any iftar, and that's when I go ahead and just check, take inventory, and see what we are missing. And then since I have the time and I'm not cooking, we are going to have leftovers. Then I go ahead and put the time to making waffles and bagels, and that will keep us for quite some time. Children love it. Husband appreciates because of we are saving tons of money this way. We don't buy yeast. We make our own sourdough starter, and that's what we use. We don't buy bagels. We don't buy waffles. We don't buy paper towels. But I will be honest, I do use my machines. This is our bread machine, which I got it years ago from secondhand store, and it has been still here. It just mixes the dough for me, which I can do other things with my time and energy as well. So if you are a homemaker, see what works for you and your family, how you can save time and how you can save money and energy for you as well. Because if I'm making waffles and bagels today and then my family is waiting for iftar, that will exhaust me. So since we have leftovers to eat tonight, then that way I have some energy to save and make only waffles and bagels today, which will last us few weeks. So those few weeks I don't have to worry about, and we don't have to run to the store. So the waffles are halfway done. I just set it up, let it air out, completely cool down. And then later on, I will put them into my non-chemical free bags. And then I put it in the fridge and in the freezer. So right here, I put some water, some oil, some honey. And I'm excited to use that starter that you guys made with me. It smells so good, y'all. There we go. I'm just going to use it, all of it right in there, because I want these bagels to rise quickly. That was a great sourdough starter, y'all. And then I just go ahead and put some flour and some salt. And no eggs this time. And I transferred my bread machine in this chair. I thought, you know what? There's a plug-in right there. Put it right there and I can have this space. So while that is mixing all together for me, I like to mix it by hand, but it's okay. I can do other things. So I keep an eye if it needs a little more flour or a little more water. I just play it around. As you can see, everything is mixed together. My waffles are done. I clean my waffle machines, wipe it all, and let it cool down because they are hot. And then I will put it into the pantry. I don't like keeping dishes all over the place, especially my Instant Pot or my waffle machines or my bread machine. I have little areas that I keep them. I like to keep the house clean. As a homemaker, I am a wife and a mama of 7, mashallah. I have been doing this quite some time, and I learned a lot of lessons, and I am still in that journey. I'm still learning. It takes a lifetime. So I'm always learning. And these days, I am also learning from my own children. It's amazing. Over the years, we are teaching the children. Now we are learning from them. That dish that I have been using for the mixing waffles and the breads, that's like a $75 ceramic dish to $100. I always wanted it. And I said to myself, be patient. And I got it $7.99, I think, from my secondhand store for a few years now. So check into your secondhand stores. You can get an amazing dishes machines, whatever you want for your family, and it will save you money. So for now, I go ahead and rest and let the bagels rise. So when the bagels are ready, I boil some water, add it into a big spoonful of honey and baking soda, and we just go ahead and put the bagels in there. Flip it over for just 30 seconds, and that's really it. That's how I make my bagels. Get it out, egg wash it, and bake it. I did some plain and some bagel season, and that's it. So I kept going throughout the day and made more bagels. I'm hoping this one special child who said to me, "Mama, can you please make it bigger a little bit and have a larger bagels?" I think I did this time because of that amazing starter that we made a few days ago. These bagels are so simple, so cheap, so affordable, and it smells amazing. That looks great. Look at that. One of my children said to me, "Mama, those bagels are better than Panera." It's one of the bread stores around us. And I was so happy when the children say those little things. It just brings me joy. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I gave you a few ideas. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.